name's Lance and welcome to Bundy Bear's Shed. Well, we've done a week's work. It's Saturday morning, about 6 o'clock in the morning. We're up the shed. Yeah, getting ready to have a play for the weekend. Today we got a little job to do, re-bush a generator for a friend, Mick Doyle. Mick does stationary engine Magnetos up in Gayndah in Queensland, which is, look, it might be 100 miles west of Bundy, but anyway, that's something he's chosen to do as a bit of a hobby, and he collects engines too, but it has a bit of wear in the shaft here, so he asked me would I put a new bush in it and re-bush it and get it all tidied up, and I agreed to do that. But to tell you the truth, I've had it for quite a while. He gave it to me to do, then I had a big shed tidy up, and I said, I'll just get this done and that done. And you know, some of these jobs, you go blind to them. They sit up behind a few other jobs, and all of a sudden you find them and you think, oh, better get that going. And so anyway, the time's come for this. I better do it, even though he hasn't been on my case. But I'm sure he could use it if he wanted to. Actually, I have an engine this would fit, so when he gets this one done, I might even buy it off him if it's for sale. And yeah, put it on a little International M engine that I have tucked away. But anyway, a few more things to go on today too. We'll get this re-bushed. It looks like there's bushes in there in the pot metal or junk metal. Really, it's not real good stuff. We'll put new bushes in. We'll press the old bushes out, and I should have a little piece of Phos bronze here, and yeah, we'll turn it up and see. The first little bush from the back end of it, it's tooth there over ½ an inch OD and approximately 5/16 ID, so it's 5/8 of an inch long. So we'll start with this one. We'll just turn him down a bit and get him close to outside diameter and drill a bit of a hole through him and work it from there, I think. See how we're going. Yeah, fair bit yet. 70 there. $45 to go. We'll go 40 and should be getting close now. $15 thou, and we'd like to go 2 over, so we've got about 13 thou to go. So we'll just run 12 and have another measure, I think. I might just do a little spring cut on that. I'm only looking for about a thou now. Lovely, tell your mother. This, there's a little bush and a big bush. So this little bush, it's got a 5/16 hole in it, and this other end, I haven't measured it yet, but it's, I'll try and put it where you can see it. It would have been 1/2 inch, but it's worn. It's worn 2.5 to 3 thou. So if we drop a 5/16 in the full length just for the moment to get this, to get the little bush right, we should be okay. There you go, there's that little line. We've got it marked in the bush, so it doesn't matter where they fit the generator. If they have a bit of a problem out on the field, they can just line the Magneto up and put it there, and it'll be in the right place. I'm just noticing before I press this bush out, it's got a crack down in through here in the aluminium, and it's been glued back in with super glue or something, so that's going to be interesting. I'm not sure if I'm going to I'm not sure if I'm going to press that out or what now, but anyway, look, we'll have a look and see. It can't be any worse than it is, I suppose, and we can always get that bit put back in. Well, I went to push the bush out. The bush came out, but the little piece of, I'll show you that, yeah, the little piece of broken aluminium that's been glued to the bush has been glued that well that it stays with the bush and you can't get it off. It must be good gear. And that's a little gap in the housing. So anyway, we'll deal with that one way or another and we'll come up with something. That bush is actually quite loose in that housing. Must have just been the glue that was holding it in, because I went to push it out and it just fell out. So anyway, we'll make a bush a little bit tighter than that, I think. The bush in this housing here, the old bush was 805 thou, so we'll just drop this down to somewhere near that and we'll have it a little bit larger so we have an interference fit. We'll go from there. I've also just taken the safety guard off my chuck because it was in the road for filming. So. Gets in your whiskers, this stuff. Flies everywhere. I'll just do a quick measure and set the DRO. Well, I was machining on there, doing a great job, and had a bit of a brain fart and machined it undersize. So, yeah, I didn't have my glasses on and I read my micrometer wrong. So anyway, it didn't take me long to realise my mistake. So I have a little bit of phos bronze here. So we'll just chuck this up and see how we go. And I think I've shown this before, but I'll just show you how I chuck it up. And I've made a little tool, and the little tool's just a bit of bent steel with a couple of bits of 3/8 welded to it. Then they just slide down on my quick change tool post here. And there's a little line I've scribed along the front there. So I just slide it down, line that up, and get it right to centre height. So, so what I do, I try and find a bit of a low spot and I find 0. Turn the chuck 180. And I just line the flat jaw up with here. Pardon me, so that's 85 thou. So we split the difference. So we're looking for, actually it's 86. So we're looking for 43. So we use 2 chuck keys, come back to 43. And what I do now, I just 0 that once more. And come back to 180. And that's, if I just touch this back follower, there we are. So just to check it, I'll come down 180 once, pardon me, once more. So now we know where 0 is. The idea is to just use your 2 chuck keys. And that should give us, I know it's not perfect on the outside here, but that'll, but we're pretty good there. So it's less than 1 thou, and for a rough finish surface, that's really all we could ask for. So anyway, I'll try and keep my mind on the job this time, and we'll start this little piece again. Right, I've got the parting tool in there. That looks pretty good. There's a new bush. That looks good. I'll just give it a quick deburr. Yeah, I'm happy with that. If you didn't know me, you'd think I knew what I was doing. Well, we've just chucked the armature up, and I've just done a couple of very light skims with this little parting tool. It's a solid parting tool, and I've just rounded it up. So we'll just see how we go on the end plate here. That's about as good as we'd need. A little bit firm, but I might just put a bit of 400 wet and dry on the shaft, give it a little bit of a polish, and that'll be beautiful, I reckon. Put a little bit of oil on, just so it's a finer finish. There you go, Mick. There's a couple of new bushes in a generator for you. Turns nicely. I'll get her over to you somehow. But yeah, one job complete. Thanks for watching, everyone. Yeah, hit subscribe, more the merrier. And yeah, fill out some comments down the bottom of the screen there. And yeah, we'll find out what else we can get up to in the shed. Got to be a bit of mischief in here yet. We'll catch you all later, eh? See ya.